It is called Powerful Tools for Caregivers because it is a very powerful class.
I felt lost, to be honest, when I started that class. You know, I didn't know what to expect. We had her for probably 3 months before we took the class.
4 months, yeah.
And there was just a lot going on.
Having that time to realize they're not alone, there's hope, and we're going to equip you with tools. That first class is a really powerful one.
It's a good program because it, really focuses on the caregiver, where I feel like a lot of things out there maybe talk about how to be a caregiver. This is how to be you while being a caregiver, how to take care of yourself. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't, 100% fully care for somebody else.
When you get wound up in somebody's life like that, you neglect yourself. It's just a non-stop 24-hour-a-day job. And it was important at that point that we step back and say, hey, we gotta have our own time, and that was something that I took out from it.
We just think we need to muscle through, and it is too hard of a job to do this all alone and just keep muscling through. And there is some help and some options and just some support in this class.
You kind of glean off of what other people say. And there was one gal, and she had heard this saying, and it was basically if you're trying to change your situation and move it forward when it's not really ready to go forward, you're going to make yourself crazy. And I thought, well, you're probably making everybody around you crazy too, because I was trying always to get my mom back to square one, how things were. And there was sort of a realization that that's probably not going to happen. Instead of trying to get back to something that never was going to be, just move forward, and let's move at the pace that things are moving and enjoy what we have.
So it's not considered a support group, but it ends up feeling that way just because you're, taking the class with other people that are in the same boat as you are in.
When we start talking about how taking care of ourselves can decrease our stress, it can increase our quality of life, that's who we want caring for our loved ones, is someone who has a bucket that's full. They're able to share some of that with the person they're caring for.
I had a 95-year-old man, and he was taking care of his wife who was 93. And people applauded him for having so much patience. But he said, I'm going to do what it takes. We've been together for 72 years, and I'm going to do everything in my power to keep us home and together as long as possible.